What do the voices think I should do when I'm about to have a one-night stand? One night when Katie was out on a date with a guy, with a very nice guy. I think it was the second date. This was like so many years ago. In a matter of a couple days, who fucking cares? She liked the guy. He was really nice and a gentleman who seemed very interested in her. She was pleasantly surprised. He was hot. He invited her over to come swimming. As luck would have it, they ended up at his house. His house was gross. She went and she had a bunch of wine. She invited him into the hot tub with her. She was having fun. I encouraged her to just throw it all out the window. She ended up kissing him. She was the one that like had a little too much wine. How much fun is it being in a hot tub with a hot, sexy guy? The guy was like really respectful. Afterwards, she ended up in his room and she ended up taking a shower, making excuses not to go home. Not with him, by herself. Everything was going very PG. That makes me so uncomfortable to talk about it. She's going to kill me for telling you the story. Dawn and Myrtle would be really embarrassed that I'm telling this story on video. That's not cool. Andy really wanted the attention. She comes out of the shower and I think she's feeling a little frisky and they start making out. One thing led to another and there was an opportunity and sex is on the table. We all know how Andy is. Go for it. Have fun. Just do it. Have sex. Whatever. This guy likes you. He's into you. I just got so loud in her head. I thought she should wait and get to know the guy better and started screaming at her and telling her to stop. Who cares? No big deal. I don't think it would have been a bad idea if she'd had sex with him. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. But I don't think it was the time or the place. He was tall and handsome, but girl, you like him. No! Don't do it! This guy is not calling you tomorrow if you actually let him stick his dick in you. Don't give the milk away for free. He seemed to really like her. Once they get it, they kind of lose interest. If you want a relationship, don't do it. If you want a relationship, don't do it. They like have the release and then they're released. She should respect her body. She had 4 voices in her head going and pulling her in different directions. One had an arm, one had a leg. She wasn't listening to me. Every person pulling at her like this. We were like tearing her into 2. I was trying to tell her what to do. I was fighting for her truth. I was putting the brakes on really hard. Her truth was to wait. She just didn't know what to do, so she said yes, then she said no, then she said yes, then she said no. I was pulling at her really hard. Come on, girl, just like make a decision. Trying to get her to not do it. You were making her batty. Why don't you just go home and be the cool, independent girl that like goes home? The guy was almost like in and it was out, in and it was out, literally and figuratively. He almost entered the cave. What can I say? Katie liked him and he liked her and they were getting off to a nice start. Can you believe it? You know what happened? It was just no! And they went to bed. She didn't do it. He was a little awkward with her in the morning. The guy never called her again. And I don't blame him. Not because I don't think he was a jerk. She was so annoying. She was so wishy-washy and confusing and any guy would be annoyed. He was getting such mixed signals from her. I wanted to slap her silly. Sometimes we really do mess with her mind. I'm sure I was part of the problem that night. That would drive anyone crazy. And the guy was respectful and trying to keep up. The poor guy didn't know what to do with it. It's not nice to be a tease. She slept over, she's like naked. It was one of the most awkward evenings I have experienced with Katie. We confused Katie a whole lot. That's not the way to the guy's heart. Next time she would just go for it. Or just not. Okay, you guys. That was a little bit of an interesting topic. Next, we're gonna talk about another sensitive one. Should I have a baby?